Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Try again when you have some key energy. Injured. Smoked. Hand them this. That notice board? filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. Watch out for hidden foes. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Clonkety-clonk. Daytime is a good time to be outside. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. the chug yard. That's shutting good. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. You can take all the hits. Feels good on you? Flattering. Let's see.
Legenyola, malebo, libuma, limana.
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain.
Ulit zilutio. Yayal mapa.
If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause. They're ready to enter the outpost when you are. Every step you take towards your end goal will bring you closer to a better world. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Got nothing to lose. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those who hurt them. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Here's the second line of defense. Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not to kaboom. You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Get it? No, lapanan aking kaman.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
Follow maratil.
Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict.
Tolidrea ya maoloa valu alu herua.
He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
Loma toaha kabobe farhi.
You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now.
Iatu yao mawa tolidrea ya maoloa.
But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of.
Loma toaha Koyetu koreboi.
He says the time has come to confront the jumbo puff at the end of the west route.
Koyetu koreboi.
Gizmo is working on making his mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.
Pilfov ugvuhu vobra bu.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help. Says the shop holds something for everyone, especially you. Says the place is in high demand, so no wonder you're eager to get down to business. Faster, better. Needs a key. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Your energy is empty. Half-lifed. Smash that trash. The night feels dangerous and exciting. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Loopin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Figures you're either a rare person or a good liar. Maybe both. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. Thinks that's more than most are. It's hard to keep to a path like that. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to upgrade the Mekton from them. Pay There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. No time for yawning. Day is calling. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. Keep to the straight and narrow. Guess you still want more than that. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find Scripps.
Pigs.
Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. Crack open that tin can and escape. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. Put one robot foot in front of the other. The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Immo. Diava.
Let's see.
Vaxa u intabadal unklum.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Mashako hirsave.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Vaxa u intabadal.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Und lumfaubsor.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Badja analog. Sem?
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Kunududua.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
Zatuna.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Intabadaj.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Wuksa u intabadan kalba oven.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Goga.
Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the squips seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise uninhabitable dead zone. Hot metal. Life looks different from a cockpit. Imagine. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. That'll teach you. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Ready to ride. So different from the surface down here. Wait, it's the Squip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Some places a mecton just can't go. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. Nothing's simple. It's locked. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Make the most of the night while you can. The top of the world is so low down here. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Handy. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. skronky stomper. Who would be dumb enough to get in your way? In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Do you smell something burning? Take matters back into your own hands. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job. Take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says it's about time you figured out you can't avoid helping anymore. Says this is the quiet before the storm. Says you should take it easy. Gizmo wants to help if he can. You need to help Gizmo defeat the Jumbo Puff before it destroys the West Route. Heard you met the Old One himself. What a character he is. Says goodbye to you. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Seems surprised you have to go. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. You can see so much farther in the light. All the health. That's a gnote. Easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Brick-bracks like this were symbols for the growth of the old world. You're fresh out of key energy. Who could stand against that? dead yet. You lack key energy for that. Oh, that helps work the kinks out. You're bruised. Better shake a leg. Yours, theirs, whatever. Shot through. Middle-lifed. Your key energy is all used up. This could be the beginning of the end of everything. That muscle squeezer over there can make you stronger. Go grab the bar and start squeezing those muscles. You snap that off, feeling pumped up. Let's see. The daytime makes it harder for things to sneak up on you.